We've been using a couple of outcome measures called the YOQ and the OQ. They were designed to be sensitive to change. They were designed to be measured session after session so that you could track change over the course of outpatient therapy, inpatient therapy. And so they have a variety of different cutoffs that designate kind of where clients come in, kind of what's more in what we call the community sample or normal sample, whatever normal means, right? And so this is looking at what happens in the program, both with adolescents and young adults. It's a little different because the measures are a bit different. And Patrick likes to remind me to note that a lower score means less dysfunction. He always makes us flip it on our website so it looks like it's improving. He had no control over this presentation. So, the clinical cutoff as far as moving into what we call the community sample or the normal range, as you see there for adolescents, is 47. And so you can see, they come in, the adolescent measure, let me make sure I'm reading this right. Yeah, so 60 something there with the blue line or whatever color that is. And then dropping down ultimately below, where are we at here? Yeah, 28 at discharge. So we see improvement. There's part of the measure, and obviously with young adults as well, and again you can read the numbers there. The RCI has to do with reliable change. And so, as Steve was talking about, you can get statistical significance pretty easily if you just have a large enough sample size. And so the reliable change index is this idea of how much change is actually a significant amount of change that could be demonstrated that's not just bullshit. It's not just some numbers that differ. And that's built into the measure to look at how do we know if this person has changed significantly. So for the adolescents, that reliable change index is 18. So we see reliable change between intake and discharge, really with both adolescents and young adults. So by discharge, 75% of adolescents were in that community range, okay? And actually 75% of young adults. 72% of parents saw them in that same range as well.